Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another super exciting video because we are going on another Funko Pop hunt. I'm really excited. We're gonna go on another search for some awesome new pops. There's a couple stores that I'd like to go to. If you guys watched the last video, which if you haven't, you totally should, I'll put a little screenshot of it here, but I went to an awesome store called True Believers. So you know we're gonna go back there today. There's something that I wanted to pick up last time that I didn't, and I'm gonna go back and see if it's still there. If it's still there, it is Funko Pop Fate, but I'm really hoping it is because I really want to pick it up. So come along with me. Let's go on an awesome search at the mall and let's see what we find. We're back at the mall. We're going to start today at Hot Topic and see what we find. I'm going to do a little bit of a different strategy because last time when we were here, not a ton of the stores had what we were looking for. So we're only going to go to a few today, but I think we're going to find some good stuff. So let's go to Hot Topic and check out what we find. So first up is Hot Topic. And I took a look at the new Demon Slayer pops. I didn't find any chases, so we decided to move on, and I took a look at the Handmade by Robots selection and finally moved into pops. I was so excited to find this Jimmy Neutron pop, guys. I also saw that they had the new Donnie and Eliza Thornberry pops, but they didn't have rocket power. So we were 3 for, I want to say 5 of the new Nickelodeon collection. I really want that sign. But I looked around at some of the other pops. They actually had the new Harry Potter pops as well. I love that new Hermione with the cat. Some Wolverine, which, are you excited for the new Deadpool movie? Me and my man are totally excited. You know Paul totally loves Deadpool, and of course his name, Deadpool. Some other pops here, nothing really that I wanted to pick up, but I thought that they had a great selection overall. Had to highlight the Pokemon, and this pop, guys, Paul and I loved, so hint hint, I might have picked it up for him. And saw this Annie and Crystal, which I love from Attack on Titan. I was super excited to find that Jimmy Neutron, so that's the one that I was going to pick up. Deadpool, and the Percy Jackson pops are in store, which I had not seen before. Finally, I feel like I had not seen this Mobius before, so I wanted to highlight him from Loki, and now let's move on to Box Lunch. I love Box Lunch as a store, and I thought they had some really cool stuff. I love this sweatshirt, and if you just saw the previous clip, then you would have seen those new Sleeping Beauty pops, which I have not seen before. I love Toothless, had to show them off. And then I proceeded to go to their pop section. They had a ton of stuff. I looked at one of the new Yu-Gi-Oh pops, and I proceeded to dig through and also find some more of the Harry Potter pops. But guys, did you know that the Succession line is finally in stores? Let me know if you watched that show, if you've seen it. It was incredible. If you haven't, I would highly recommend. I was looking through to see if they had any of the other family members, which I did not, but of course I found some Deadpool, which reminded me of Paul once again. Coming with me to every store that we've been to, I saw this Harry Potter pop again, which I really, really like. I think they did a great job with the new collection. Some other pops, as well as some more Pokemon, this awesome new Villains Blacklight pop, and the Rebel Moon collection. Finally, I saw some more Marvel. They had it in a little bit of a separate section, as well as Deadpool, which we love. Here's me. Hi, guys. And then we move on to Five Below. I wasn't planning on going to Five Below, but guys, this was crazy. I was finding the winter convention as well as that other one that we just saw on Kronk. I was pretty surprised to find convention shared sticker pops at Five Below, and especially for that price, they were a total steal. So check your Five Belows. That was floor 3. We're now gonna go down to 2 because there's a lot more stores there. So we got some stuff at Hot Topic. Whoops, Hot Topic. Can't wait to show you, but let's go check out the next floor. We're gonna go to one of our last stops of the day. It's gonna be a surprise, although I'm sure you might be able to guess what it is. And then we're gonna go to the best store to find a grail that I should have picked up last time. I'm really excited. It's a really cool pop. So let's go and let's see where we're going next. You guessed it, guys. We are going back to Newbury Comics. They are one of my favorite stores ever for pops. I saw some really cool comics actually and some books on the way in. And of course, we had to say hello to Batman and dive into the Chase cabinet. I didn't really see anything new or anything that I wanted to pick up, but still a really great selection overall. Hello again to Batman, who's not for sale, sadly. And here we are looking at all of the immense pop collection that Newbury Comics has. It is literally aisle to aisle filled with pops. They have a ton of other collectibles as well, but I did notice that new Invincible movie moments or show moments, as well as a ton of those movie covers, and of course had to take a look at the new pops. This Pokemon I had not seen before, so I thought that was pretty awesome. Of course, we have some more Wizard of Oz, the new Godzilla pops, but I also noticed the Succession pops were out at Newbury Comics as well, and anyone else who we did not see in the last one. Yellow Jackets was such a great show. I love this Lottie pop. I didn't pick it up, but it's my favorite out of the series, and also Van. Let me know if you guys have watched Succession. It is one of my favorite shows. I wanted to get Shiv, but I have such a feeling for each one of them that I don't want to get the pops because it reminds me of them in the show. Let me know if anyone agrees, but it's a pretty crazy show, but overall super, super worth the watch. I also looked at some of the ad icons. They had some of the Monster High pops as well, which I grew up collecting the dolls, a ton of anime, a ton of Five Nights at Freddy's, and more. Over here, there was some more Disney. It was Never Ending, guys, as well as Pokemon, which of course we have to include because, as you guys know, in case you didn't, my man loves Pokemon as well as Slipknot. So these all reminded me of him. I felt like he was with me pop hunting at the mall, so I wanted to include them. Also, Newbury Comics has a really nice setup, as you can see the different signs here, and even more pops. It was crazy. There are so many pops here. It's hard to keep up which ones are new and which aren't, but just take a look. It's just never ending. This was one of the last walls that I looked at. They had an amazing Star Wars selection, and while I was filming this, it was May the 4th, so I had to include those as well as some awesome Marvel pops, Friends, and more. We also had some of the new Office pops, The Boys, which I love, Yellowstone, Wednesday was in store, and I found those last Succession pops, which guys, I could not believe they had, I believe, the whole set in the store at the same time. Finally, they had a really great sale going on. I didn't find anything, but I noticed some pops that I've purchased at full price that are now marked down to sale, so if you have a Newbury Comics near you, make sure you go and check it out. In that last clip, I was showing off the two other Yellow Jackets pops. I love the Shauna one, but I had not seen Jackie, but surprisingly, they were marked down to sale, which is crazy because they had just recently come out. Here's the rest of the store, guys. I love Newbury Comics. We also had that huge Harry Potter, and I love this t-shirt. I love Twilight. I grew up loving it, so of course I had to show it off. Since today was also May the 4th, had to highlight a little bit more Star Wars. This is one of the pops that I actually unboxed the 2015 edition in one of my previous videos. And now let's head to the best, True Believers. I wasn't going to take a look at this front case, but I am so glad that I did, guys. I could not believe this collection of Rick and Morty Funko Mystery Minis that they had. And let me tell you, I collect these like crazy. So this was an awesome score. I could not believe they were only $10 each. That was such an amazing find. It looked like they had probably purchased someone's full collection because they were displayed really nicely as well. They also have that awesome kid robot Dunny of Mr. Meeseeks. I absolutely love it. But look at these beautiful collectibles. We have one by Junko Mizuno there. We have that old Kang or Kodos, I don't know which one he is, but super old and awesome, as well as those Freddy Biddies. You'll probably recognize that Wacky Wobbler if you got the Fun on the Run box. And another Rick and Morty I had to show off because I have that one and I love it, as well as these Freddy sodas, which I thought were awesome to find. I love that ghost one that I was just holding up there. And I looked around the rest of the store because how could I not? They have a fantastic collection of collectibles, anything you could think of, from Funko to NECA to more. And I found this huge Frank Kozik Dunny plush, which was amazing. As I had mentioned, today was May the 4th, so I wanted to look around at some of their Star Wars pops. Found that old Emperor Palpatine, which is a really older one. I love it. And I took a look through the rest of the pops as well as these new arrivals. Inside Out has new pops out. And while I was looking at those, I had to check out this Daria New York Comic Con exclusive, as well as give it a second and I'll show you guys the OG We Bare Bears pops, which they had all 3 of them. Here I'm looking at some more pops. Shout out to Paul because he loves Peacemaker, so I got to show off the Eagly. But in a second, I'll be going down there after this Poison Ivy in Popster, which I really love. I thought it's such a cool pop, to find these We Bare Bears originals. So we had all 3 bears. These were definitely pricey. I think this show is so cute. If you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out on Cartoon Network. I think the pops are so awesome, and to find all 3 of them was a really great score. I think this Captain America is so cool. I love the older pops, so I wanted to take a look and see what year he was and check him out. And I found this Stingray for Paul, guys. I actually didn't end up getting it because it was a little bit damaged, but it is such an amazing pop. We love Deadpool. Of course, Paul is a fanatic compared to me, but I also know that he loves Stan Lee and Guardians, so I had to show off that really cool pop as well. Over here, I was just scanning some of the larger pops that are up on top of these huge racks here in the store. As you can see, they have quite the selection, as well as some other areas of the store. This wall was amazing, just like every wall. It's so fascinating to me, and I know a lot of you will probably agree. As collectors, it is so awesome just to see what's out there and get to see so many pops in one place at the same time. Here we have the scary section. So I wanted to show off some of the cool pops here. We've got a lot of chases. I had highlighted these in one of my past videos when I went to True Believers. And of course, the animated section, we have The Simpsons, which Paul loves also. Shout out to Paul. He's just all throughout this video, which I love, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I started then looking for my beautiful Wonder Woman, guys. I wanted the Star Sapphire Wonder Woman Fugitive Toys exclusive, and unfortunately, they didn't have her. It had sold. So lesson learned, I'm getting the pop next time. After that, I had come over to the Star Wars section because I wanted to look at some of the old blue box pops that they had. Now, these are not the Grail ones. They have some of those behind the counter, but their Star Wars section is amazing. They have just so many pops, and it's a really cool genre that just interests me. I love taking a look and seeing which ones they have and checking out the selection. I also found the pop protectors from Fun Days, as well as some other cool Funko characters. I love that Psycho Shriner. And again, shout out to my sweet boyfriend because I found this Pop Culture Bushfire Heroes. This benefits Australian firefighters. Paul lives in Australia, so it made me think of him, so I had to show it off. Finally, I took a look at some of the older Star Wars pops. I love that Princess Leia, and I found this really cool Deadpool, a few of them that I haven't seen before. I love that barista one. And then I moved into the Toony Terrors section, as well as Coraline. I love Coraline, and all of these figures are just so amazing to look at and really see what's out there. They have the most incredible selection. Literally anything you can think of, they probably have in this store. A lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and some of the older action figures as well. You can see here in this case, it is just so interesting to look at and see what people have sold, as well as some of these collections that are just out of this world. I also found some really cool other items here. That Roger L. Jackson signed Ghostface was awesome. And of course, we had to move into the Grail wall here. Pretty much the same as last time, but I looked at some of the Hot Toys that they had and found this awesome Star-Lord, as well as some other awesome Marvel characters. Had to say goodbye to our friends on the way out, and that was it for True Believers. Just finished up at True Believers. I actually had asked specially because I was looking for one pop, and they told me that it sold. So really sad, but I got some incredible steals on 3 items today, which I can't wait to show you guys because I think you're gonna be blown away. And it's not really something that I put on my channel. So now I'm gonna go get bubble tea. I'll see you guys there. Can't wait to show you what I got, and I got some good stuff. I'm back home now, and I want to show you what I got from the mall today. It was so much fun. I really hope that you enjoyed the vlog, and let me know if you're liking these styles of videos, because if I'm anywhere with pops, I will be sure to make them. So the first thing that I ended up getting was none other than one thing that I've been looking for so long recently, over the last month or two, and that is the Jimmy Neutron Funko. Guys, I grew up watching Jimmy Neutron, that and Timmy Turner and just Fairly Odd Parents and all of them. I need to get the 3-pack, but I could not believe when Funko announced that they were going to be making a Jimmy Neutron pop. I really never thought they would do it. So I was super excited to find this at Hot Topic, believe it or not. I really didn't think I was going to find this ever in stores because I knew it was going to go quick. There were actually a few of them, so I was really shocked to find this. And of course I had to pick him up. So check out this pop. He looks so great. Look at his hair. And of course he's got his remote too. And this is the new wave of Nickelodeon pops that has also the Wild Thornberrys and Rocket Power. So super awesome. I'm so excited to have him in my collection, and what a great pop. I also, as you saw in the video, picked up that Panic at the Disco pop for Paul. That is the new one, and if you guys didn't know, Paul is my amazing boyfriend, and I was so excited to get this for him. So if you're watching, hello my love, and I love you very much. So I wanted to get this for him as a little bit of a surprise. I did show him that I was getting it for him once I got home, and I was super excited because I know that he really liked this pop, and how could you not? It is the coolest Pop Rocks pop, in my opinion, other than some of the like multiple packs, but I thought it was awesome. We were talking about it when it came out, so I had to pick that up for him from Hot Topic as well, and I will be sending that to him soon. And then finally, guys, from True Believers, which is the awesome store that's in the mall, I actually picked up a couple of unconventional things. So I did get 3 Funko items, but they're not pops. And the reason is because I went back for that Star Sapphire Wonder Woman, and I had asked and it actually already sold. So I was a little bit bummed about that, but I'm planning on getting the metallic one eventually. But I ended up getting 3 items to continue on with one of the other things that I collect. So not only do I love Rick and Morty, I have a ton of the Funko Pops, but I also collect the mystery minis, which if you haven't seen them, they're amazing. I think I'm close to about 20 of them now out of the collection. And as you saw in the video, someone had definitely sold one of their collections. So I went ahead and picked up 3 of them. These were such a steal. I could not believe it. It looked like no one had gotten to these yet. And at only $10 a piece, these were a steal. Usually what I'm going to show you goes between $20 to $45-ish a piece, which was crazy to get these for $10. So the first one that I've always wanted, and I actually have this in a similar way in a pop. So let me know if you guys want to see a Rick and Morty total tour. I'll do mystery minis and pops, and I have a ton. So I would love to show those off if that's something that you guys are interested in. But I did get the Ghost in a Jar. I was so excited. I love Ghost in a Jar. He actually comes within the Tinkles and Ghost in a Jar Funko Pop. However, I think he might look a little bit different, but this is the mystery mini. So he's super cool. I love him. He's so tiny too, like in comparison to a pop. Here's the mystery mini. So they're really tiny, just to show you the scale. And guys, I couldn't pass up on this. I not only got Toxic Rick, but I also got Toxic Morty. So I had to get these guys. I could not believe the price on these. I have not seen these go for less than around $30 to $40 a piece. So when I saw $10, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get these. So here they are. They are super, super awesome. I love them. It's one of my favorite episodes. I know Paul loves it also, and we love the Toxic episode. So super, super cool. And better yet, guys, I don't know if you can really tell, but Morty looks a tiny bit different, and that's because he actually glows. So you can see it around his neck a little bit. The glow is really faint though on him, so I'm not going to turn the lights out because you can barely see it, but his neck glows just a tiny bit. I'll try to show you him in a little bit more detail here. And Toxic Rick does not glow, but he is super cool. this episode is easily like one of my top favorites. So if you haven't watched Rick and Morty, go watch it. But if you don't want to watch the whole show, then you should definitely go watch the Toxic episode. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this vlog and my little haul of what I picked up from the mall. I hope you loved it. I had so much fun filming this and putting it together. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at FunkoFreak with 3 underscores, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.